Crypto Cowboy, the Crypto Abstract. How is everybody feeling on this beautiful Sunday, January 26th? It's another beautiful day in the crypto market. Another beautiful day. It's another great day for a great day. For those that don't know me, I'm a crypto educator. I've helped thousands of people in the cryptocurrency market, helped thousands of people know what crypto is, understand crypto, how to use crypto in their everyday life, and to genuinely, be great. Be great in the wild, wild west of the crypto market, right? That's always changing and always feels it's like a week in crypto feels like 3 years in crypto. And For everyone joining in the video, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, like the video so the content get pushed up in the algorithm, and subscribe so that you can always be notified of my latest content. And for those that don't know, I built a Discord called the Inner Circle Discord. It's a Discord where people can come together, win together, learn together, get exclusive market calls from me, and exclusive market updates. It's really a place to lock in and to always be involved in crypto and what I have got going on. And until January 31st, you can mint the Genesis Pass NFT. It's an NFT that gives you lifetime access to my Inner Circle Discord. And it really is a NFT to always lock in, always be a part of it, of what I got going on. And as long as you hold this NFT, you will always have access to the Discord. And today, actually, on Instagram, I announced that I will be writing a book. So I'm going to be writing a book on crypto, and basically, really, I don't want to give too many details now, but it really is it's gonna be an amazing thing. And I feel like this is the next step in my crypto journey and my crypto education. And I feel like the book is going to be the last piece to the puzzle. And for everyone who has a Genesis Pass NFT, I'm going to be inscribing their name in the book and they will be receiving the book for free. And it's really a thank you for everyone who stuck around with me and everyone who believed in what I do. And yeah, man, more details of that will be coming soon. But let's jump right into it, and let's jump into news first about crypto, okay? First thing I want to jump into is that Michael Saylor, the man himself, the man who puts his money where his mouth is, keeps buying Bitcoin. This man does not stop buying Bitcoin. It's nonstop. This guy is on a fire. Apparently, he's bought another 11,000 Bitcoin on January 21st, bringing his total holdings for MicroStrategy to 461,000 Bitcoin. This guy's wilding. He's over here at 48.4 billion Bitcoin already. Jesus, this guy is trying to literally control the market, and the way he's moving, he damn near is. I feel like for him, this is a phenomenal move, given that we all know that Trump, with this Bitcoin reserve and signing this crypto executive orders and banks getting involved in Bitcoin, being able to hold Bitcoin, this is a really, really big move. And I feel like it's a huge narrative that he's following. And it's genius for him, because now if these banks and these big players start getting involved in crypto, he already has a upper, he's going to have his upper hand, right? Because then now he's already so invested that his money is just probably going to continue going up. I've spoke about this narrative before, and I'll say it again. If somebody like Michael Saylor, who holds 461,000 Bitcoin, and think about it, if the U.S. makes a Bitcoin reserve, then comes Russia, then comes China, then comes every other nation, because then it would be the equivalent to holding gold at that point. It's like holding the digital gold. So, when you talk about governments and nations holding crypto, we're talking about billions of dollars coming in. We're not talking about $2, $100, $200 here. We're talking about very, very big money that will be involved in the market. So this is a very, very big move for Michael Saylor, and I think it's a genius move that he keeps accumulating Bitcoin. And the man looks like he's not going to stop, because it's the 12th consecutive week. I mean, he has a plan where he wants to accumulate even more. So let's see where that goes. Brian Armstrong over here saying Coinbase needs to rethink its token listing process. One thing that I took across from one thing I took from this article that I felt like was very big was that they're saying that there's so many coins being created every day that the regulators need to make a more a clearer regulation regarding new coins, because there's just so many coins being released that Coinbase, I'm assuming, wants to be able to list these coins and to generate these fees. I mean, there's a lot of money involved in these new coins, especially a Trump coin. Imagine, all these coins that are out there, and Coinbase is missing out on these fees because exchanges generate a lot of money from fees, people trading on their platforms. So you would have to think that if they are missing out on these fees, this is a huge revenue that they're missing from their business. They could have made a ton more of money if they had more clear regulations. In terms of Virtual's protocol, I think this is very interesting. They're expanding to Solana and establishing a strategic SOL reserve. Okay, now I feel like this is really big for Virtuals. So for those that don't know, Virtuals is an AI agent creator. So people can make AI agents here. If you don't know what an AI agent is, just to give you an example, an AI agent is kind of like you can create a character that tweets on Twitter all day and does live streams all day, and basically people can invest in that token behind that AI agent. And we all know Virtuals went on a stupid rampage move all the way from November all the way till the peak of about January 2nd at $5. So it went 46 cents to $5. So it did a little more than a 10x from November. Okay, I think Virtuals is an amazing protocol, very innovative, and them expanding to Solana, I feel like is a really good move, because Solana has so much liquidity, so many users, cheap fees. I mean, they are on the layer 2 network base, which is Coinbase's layer 2. But for them expanding to Solana is a very big move, because Solana is, at the end of the day, if I'm not mistaken, the fifth biggest coin on the market, with a market cap of 115 billion. Okay, with $5.8 billion in volume. Okay, so that's gonna unlock a lot of money for Virtuals. Of course, Virtuals is tanking right now because the rest of the market is tanking, and we'll jump into that in just a few. Okay, but one thing I did want to talk about that I felt like was a good article that's actually very interesting, that they're saying too many tokens. Analysts argue oversupply could end altcoin season. With 36.4 million tokens flooding the market, analysts question whether altcoin seasons are a thing of the past. And this is a very interesting article, because not that I agree or disagree with what they're saying, but I do find it a little interesting because of the simple fact that there is a gazillion tokens, a numerous amount of coins that are being made every single day. And it begs the question, the attention of investors is so little at this point. People have like an attention deficit now, and people really are only pointing their attention to whatever's hot in the moment. And there's just so many coins, and there's just only so much liquidity. I mean, there's only so much money in the market. With this chart right here, it's the number of unique crypto tokens over time. And as you can tell, there is an absurd amount, parabolic run of coins being made. And it begs the question is, all this liquidity and all this attention is kind of taking away from what is going on in the market, right? And that's something that we have to consider. Now, I'm not saying that, altcoin season is not going to happen, etc. But, there could be a change in how we perceive altcoin season. There could be a change in altcoin season in general, right? Like maybe the altcoin season is not as crazy in certain coins as they once were, because there's just so many coins. And one thing too is supply is greater than demand. I mean, we all know that the demand in crypto, what's showing obviously in the market, is that the demand was already super great. Okay, that's now the market is reacting. Everyone is in the market's in a dump mode. But the reality is too is that you guys do know this, is that there is way too many coins, and there's just only so much money, right? Now, I understand if a country like China were to legalize cryptocurrency, then that can unlock trillions of dollars, right, of liquidity into the market. But for the time being, it does feel as though there is way too many coins in the market, and it's taking the shine away from the rest of the market, right? Um, as you can tell, I mean, a lot of altcoins underperformed in this first half of the bull run. I mean, obviously, I believe that the bull run will rage on, but that is something that you guys need to consider. Okay, institutional interest could drive select altcoins. This I also believe, because if institutional money comes in, let's bring a coin like a Chainlink, right? Chainlink, who BlackRock has also hyped up about real world assets, right? Drinking that Wawa water today, okay? Is that Wawa water, not that Poland Springs today, okay? This is all I could get my hands on. I was on the road, okay? Gotta stay hydrated for the trenches. You know how trading in the trenches is. You need to stay hydrated. Well, listen, institutional interest could drive select altcoins. That I do believe. When you have something like a Chainlink, like I said, how BlackRock has boasted them, and they are creating real world utility. Institutions could drive up certain coins like a Chainlink, and at this particular time, it makes me feel as though that's why Bitcoin is as high as it is, because of institutions. So we are going to need institutions to drive up certain altcoins like a Chainlink, right? Bitcoin is already on the moon, and Bitcoin wouldn't be where it's at today if institutions weren't involved. Now, Bitcoin I always say is programmed to always go up. Bitcoin will always do its thing. At the end of the day, Bitcoin is Bitcoin. But maybe not, if institutions weren't involved, maybe Bitcoin wouldn't be as high as it is today. Okay? To reach 100K, to reach $2 trillion in market cap, a MicroStrategy who has 461,000 Bitcoin had to be involved, right? Other institutions had to be involved. Bitcoin ETFs, had to be involved, right? So that's just something that you guys need to think about, right? But let's jump right into the market. Let's see how the market's doing today. The market's tanking. We have a little bit of a correction over here. We have BTC especially over here retesting that top half of that range that we've been stuck in for the 2 months. The thing is though, on the flip side, right? I mean, we are obviously still bullish. Everything still remains the same. All coins are being slaughtered at the moment. Because like I said in the past streams, if Bitcoin doesn't hold, right? Because all coins are already getting drained. If Bitcoin doesn't hold and Bitcoin were to actually tank, we could see a lot of these altcoins take a huge hit, a massive hit, not like a hit that will completely capitulate many people. And I do feel like that is what the market is low-key needing. As much as I want Bitcoin to keep going up, I would like to see a huge correction in Bitcoin in the short term so that it can create a buying opportunity, okay? Because I'm looking to purchase Bitcoin here and here, okay? Anywhere between this range right here, okay? This is where I'm looking to buy Bitcoin. From about 78K all the way to 91K, I would be looking to buy Bitcoin for the long term and to hold as a reserve for myself, right? As a savings, right? I think that that's extremely important. I feel like, a lot of us get stuck on, the memes and only wanting to buy memes and altcoins and making money fast, etc. But in reality, I mean, when you think of the long term, you have to consider holding Bitcoin with large amounts, right? Buying a massive amount of Bitcoin and holding it for the long term, because we all know where this is going in the long term. It's not about if it's going to happen, it's about when it's going to happen, right? And I just feel like Bitcoin has shown over time that it's just programmed to always go up. Now, the rest of the market might be in jeopardy. And the thing that I do want you guys to think about, right? Aside from Bitcoin, when you think of certain altcoins, right? Let's not even talk about ETH, but like let's say memes like a Shiba, a Pepe, even a Cardano, all these altcoins you could think of, right? At the end of the day, if these altcoins aren't able to pass their all-time high from the last bull run, these altcoins can be in big trouble for the bull runs to come. Because as an investor, we always, crypto investors at least, we invest a ton of time and money into coins that we believe will pass their all-time high. Because every bull run, they always pass their all-time high. If you look at an Ethereum in 2017 went to 1400. Ethereum in 2021 went to 4867. So an investor who was buying here in the bear market, okay, from all the way from the 800 all the way to 2000 is expecting a all-time high in Ethereum. Okay, now if Ethereum and all these other altcoins, because obviously certain altcoins will pass their all-time high. That's just how it goes. I mean, we are in a bull run at the end of the day. A lot of altcoins will. But for the ones who don't, for the altcoins who do not pass their all-time high, they will be in trouble. That is a fact. And any altcoin is subject to this rule, okay? Because you got to think, right? If it's not able to pass all-time high, that means that consumer interest will be much less in the next bull runs to come. Because, like I say, when an investor purchases altcoins, he's looking for maximum return. He's looking for that all-time high. He's looking for price discovery. He invests in altcoins because of the risk to reward. Okay? He's risking a lot more, but his reward is so much more. Okay? Now, it would be a huge blow to many people if an altcoin weren't to pass the all-time high. So the appeal for that coin will be much less going forward in the future. Okay? Now, altcoins right now are bleeding a ton. I'm liking the way that Ethereum is holding. Particularly Ethereum, I do like how it's holding. But I said this on the Instagram, and I'm going to say it again. For anybody who wants to leverage, for anybody in looking for the futures market and looking to see, maybe I can jump in right now on Ethereum or any of these altcoins and this is going to be the bounce. This is going to be the bottom. The problem is that moments like these in the market can liquidate both sides of traders. It can liquidate the longs and it can liquidate the shorts. Okay, sometimes the market seeks liquidity like this, and with market manipulation, it can happen, right? So an example would be like a GRT, right? If someone's interested, I'm gonna go and long GRT now, okay? You can go in long GRT, or you can go in short GRT, and GRT can just do this on you, and liquidate the shorts and liquidate the longs. Okay, these are moments in time where I feel like people need to be very cautious, very wary. I would not be playing with any kind of leverage right now at all. I feel like these are moments where people build positions. Okay, this is a very important time for someone to build a position on this downtrend, DCAing, buying all the way down. Do not put all your capital. This is just my opinion, right? Obviously, like I always say, I'm not a financial advisor, but this is just my opinion on what I see in the market. I see this as a moment for people to DCA on the way down. Okay, um, buy 10% the more it goes down, right? If you have $10,000, hey, maybe buy 1,000 here, maybe buy 1,000 here, maybe buy 1,000 here, buy 1,000 here, 1,000 here. You know what I'm saying? Or putting in a really big limit order, a limit order on a price that you feel is so undervalued that it would never reach there. And that is a very, very good strategy that professional traders do. They put a huge amount of money um, at really low price points where they feel like that price will never hit. And hey, if that price does hit in a flash crash, which is very possible in crypto, I mean, if you've been in crypto, you know damn well that flash crashes are very possible. Okay? So if a flash crash were to happen on your favorite coin, you want to be well positioned that you have a really good limit order where you can capture that price, okay? Because anything is possible, and I don't put anything past in this market, okay? And I know a lot of people are like, oh, we're in a bull run, and I always say this, big corrections can happen in a bull run, because for Doge to go like for Doge to go like this, and then to do this, doesn't cost anything. All it is just a bunch of people capitulating and a bunch of smart money buying in again. Okay, so that's something that you guys have to keep in mind when you guys are trading at the moment. I feel like this is a good moment to DCA. A lot of major coins lost very important supports. This is the weekly chart right now. So every candle is a week. And this, and like, especially like on GRT, it lost a major support. Okay? Right here, Shiba is on the verge of losing a major support. Okay? Major support that held all the way in December 16th. Okay? Solana still looking solid. I'm still liking Solana. Solana's been riding the moving average and is looking very, very good. But other coins are still trying to break supports, very important supports. And one thing to keep in mind is, yes, a coin can break support, but also recapture that support later in the week or month. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. I know a lot of people get nervous about supports being broken. That a support is broken, we may never, it's never gonna go back. But also, like I keep saying, supports sometimes are broken to then be recaptured later. Okay. In terms of Cardano on this flag, symmetrical triangle we had over here going on, Cardano's actually retesting the bottom of that support. If we see, just to give a little update on Cardano, actually, if Cardano were to actually break this support, we can see the next move down easily to 76 cents. That is an easy one to think that it would hit if it breaks the support, which is breaking right now, but still holding. But it's something to keep in mind. The market is a little shaky at the moment. The market has been getting drained, and I feel like part of me, look, on Bitcoin, I remain bullish. I will continuously say that. Bitcoin still remains bullish for me. As much as I want a crash to happen on Bitcoin, that doesn't necessarily mean a crash will happen. But even though I'm bullish on Bitcoin, right, the rest of the market I'm not as bullish on as like in terms of the short term, right? At the end of the day, this whole entire year I'm gonna remain bullish because we're in a bull run. So in that sense, I am bullish, right, long term. But in the short term, it just feels to me that a lot of these coins are struggling. A lot of these coins are bleeding and they are hurt. And it begs the question is, if it will recover now, or it will recover, say, 3 months from now, because that's a different story, right? The chart might look like this today, but 3 months from now, it may look different, okay? Because easily, when a red candle like this, the next month is a capitulation, and then the next month is another high, and then now you have all-time highs again, right? So it's not far-fetched to think that, guys. You guys know that yourself, okay? But what I am looking forward to in altcoins, I am looking forward to a capitulation candle. We need to see a capitulation. We need to see a huge red so that we can come back to life. Because a lot of times, you guys got to think, the biggest pumps always happen after a capitulation, okay? You see right here, this is a huge capitulation. We got a massive pump, okay? Huge capitulation, massive pump before consolidating and then taking off again. So it wouldn't surprise me if we actually see a massive dump in some of these coins. That's actually what I'm hoping for, okay? That's something to keep in mind. Now, the market dumps, this is not a reason to panic. It's a reason to buy more. You gotta have conviction in what you're buying, okay? And yeah, you definitely gotta have conviction, because I always say, right, and especially in crypto, you have to have the mindset of a long term. You do have to think long term in a lot of these coins, right? Now, certain coins you can just buy to then flip 3 months from now, but especially like a Bitcoin, you have to think long term. You have to have conviction. So the way humans are wired is that if we see a huge red candle here on BTC, people are gonna shit the bed over here, okay? People are gonna shit the bed all over right here, okay? Actually, hold on. Okay, how do I make a poop over here? Oh wait. Oh, that doesn't look like a no. That looks like something else. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. There we go. The little poop. This is like my fake poop over here, okay? Stinky right here. Very, very stinky. Draw my little face over here. Hold on. Okay? Over here, people shit the bed. Over here. And humans, humans are so wired that we see this huge dip, they will not buy it, and they will completely, like I said, shit the bed, and they will not want to buy this dip. But the reality is, anytime we've seen a huge capitulation on Bitcoin, whether it be, any capitulation you could think of right here, right? Look at this moment right here, okay, on BTC. Now, yes, we were in a long consolidation for BTC, right? But here, people don't want to buy here. Normal people are not going to buy here. It's the professional traders, the people with long-term conviction, that are buying here and here and here, here. Those are the people with conviction. And like I always say, crypto works in waves, okay? Because when people, and when you keep that in mind, that crypto works in waves, you understand that there's no way that the market can just go. Well, I mean, anything is possible, right? But the market doesn't just go like this, guys. But when you seeing it in real time, and I've experienced many flash crashes in this market. I mean, so many that I'm numb to the pain. I'm numb to what's going on. And that's why I purchase when I see very, very big flash crashes. Because that's a discount, and that's a time that you can actually build wealth. It's harder to build wealth at tops of ranges over here. Okay, when you have 107K Bitcoin, it is very hard to make money in the short term. But in the long term, obviously, we know that 107K will be cheap. 8 years from now, we'll be looking back and be like, damn, even if I bought the top of Bitcoin at 108K, I'm still up 4x, right? It's because those people thought in the long term, but that's not the average person. But I'm just saying, guys, when you see a huge red candle, it doesn't necessarily, to the human eye, you are going to think that this is going to continue going down like this. But it doesn't work that way, because if Bitcoin were to continue going down, hold on. If Bitcoin were to continue going down, right, it would do this. You see what I'm saying? So it's like there's always waves, right? You have a major crash, you have a up, maybe build a shoulder over here. That's something that, drawing it out now actually makes me feel like it could happen. But anything can happen, and I don't know the future. I'm just a person who speculates, and if I'm right, I execute on my plan, right? Because looking at this now, this is something that can happen. Because you have a shoulder here. This could technically be a head and shoulder in a way. Yeah, it could be a head and shoulder. And then you go down to the bottom half of this range. Now, I always believed that we can hit the bottom of this range, which is it's not a range, it's a channel, right? 70K. You see this? We've been glued to this range. This channel, right? So seeing a $70,000 Bitcoin wouldn't be far-fetched at all. It wouldn't be far-fetched. Got Hash in the chat saying, this dip doesn't intrigue me. Send it lower. I completely agree, man. I would love a dip on Bitcoin, especially. Man, Bitcoin, because you got to think, man, going forward in the future, right? When Bitcoin is 200, 300K, it will reach a point where it's too out of reach. It will reach a point where it's too far gone. And people are not going to be able, because the average American already is not able to afford a full $101,000 Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin were to reach 200,000 or a 300,000, then the average person really won't be able to afford it. So for me, it starts to feel like these are actually the last moments before Bitcoin gets way too expensive, because we're seeing too many narratives on the, we're seeing too many narratives in the real world, institutions, reserves. Like, guys, the president is talking about Bitcoin. The president is prioritizing Bitcoin. So then you have to start thinking now it's going to reach a point where you're either in or you'll never get in. Now, yeah, you can go and buy a 0.001 of a Bitcoin, but being able to own an entire Bitcoin, it's getting to the point where that might actually be far gone. Okay? So I am hoping that we dip. And another narrative would be, hey, Michael Saylor, he would love seeing Bitcoin over here. What does that mean to him? Like, okay, his average price is somewhere around here. His average price, if I'm not mistaken, is somewhere around 64, 65K. What does it mean to him if Bitcoin goes down to where he bought it at? He's just going to buy more. You see what I'm trying to get at? This man is just going to continue buying more because he's planning for what's to come in the future. Okay? And I just feel like, guys, I feel like to take this stuff serious, because I know that, me saying things, but when it becomes a reality, then we look back and be like, damn, we really could have taken advantage. It's like 2 years ago seeing Ethereum at $800. Well, 3 years ago now, seeing Ethereum at $900. You think about these moments, it's like Ethereum probably will never go back to $900. Okay, so it's like in those moments, right, in those flash crashes where everyone is scared, and it's like that's where generational wealth is built. Yeah, you can build generational wealth at the top, I guess, in the super long term, but generational wealth is built at these bottoms, these super bottoms. Okay, now my strategy going forward right now for anybody in altcoins, okay, my strategy is we should be DCAing all the way down. Okay, I would be DCAing all the way down. Even something like a Doge has a potential to reach a 22 cents. Okay, and I just feel like we need to DCA all the way down, because we, at the end of the day, are still in the bull run. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. We are still in the bull run. we have a crypto president, and we have to not capitulate and not fall for the manipulation of the market. Because there's many people, I'll tell you right now, if Doge doesn't move, because I'm going to talk about Doge because the average American holds Doge. The average American knows what Doge is, okay? If Doge were to dump to 22 cents, do you know the amount of people who will be capitulating, selling their bags because they're so scared about what's about Doge going to hell, right? Back to where they bought it. So many people will capitulate. And I just feel like that's why I always say creating a strategy is very important. And understanding, and like when you create that strategy, understanding what you will do if this does this, because you can't tell you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna buy this and it's gonna I'm gonna buy Doge, it's gonna go to $2. But you also you can't also just be like not think about what how your thought process is gonna be if a Doge were to go to a 20 cents. You have to already create a plan like, oh, if Doge goes to 20 cents, I'm gonna buy more here. Instead of not planning and then Doge goes to 20 cents and then now you're over here panicking, being very emotional, and you're gonna sell your bag, and then 2 weeks later Doge is exactly where it is right today, and then you're gonna feel like an asshole, and then now you're gonna go and buy, because this is what a lot of people do here. I'm just gonna be genuinely honest with you guys here. Look, this is what a lot of people do here. They sell their bag here, right? They rebuy here, okay? And then they shit the bed here again, okay? And then the market. And this is just me like drawing out kind of like how, I'm not drawing out what's gonna happen like in terms of prices, guys. I'm just drawing out how the emotions behind people, like what people, like how emotional people are in the market, right? So this is what people do. They sell here, they buy here, okay? They sell here, and they rebuy here, because the FOMO starts to kick in, okay? When people go, and hold on, where are you? People sell here, rebuy here, sell here again, okay? That's what a lot of people do. It's the unfortunate truth. But you see a huge capitulation and you sell, and now you feel like, oh my God, it's gonna go to hell. It's never coming back. This bull runs over. Fuck Elon Musk. Screw Donald Trump. Screw the cryptocurrency market. I'm never doing this again. Okay? Then you get that hope again. You start seeing that pump, and you're like, oh, hold on. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have sold. Oh, I'm gonna buy right here, and then at the tippity top, you're like, oh, I gotta buy, because now I'm gonna miss out on all those gains. If Doge goes to $2 right now, hey, at least right now I can still make up for those for the capitulation. I can still make up for that sell, that FOMO sell that I did. Now I'm a FOMO buy here, and now the market goes right back to where you sold. Now you're down even more, okay? And then over here you resell again. Okay, this is how the human psychology of what people think. They resell here again, and now the market really takes off. Okay, and that's where there's that joke, right? Whenever I buy, they sell. Whenever I sell, they buy. Because it's stuff like this, guys. Think about even over here in Doge. What I just drew is what people just did over here. Okay, people sold here, rebought either here or here. Now Doge is trying to dump down again. Now those people who bought here and here because they FOMO'd so much, they thought, oh shit, we're gonna go back to the moon. Now they're even in the red again. So whatever money they lost here, they're about to lose even more here and here if it dumps. So it's like, if you bought a coin coin down here, what do you have to worry about? What you should be looking at is, how can I DCA more down here? Down here. How can I DCA even more down here? Or down here? Okay? So it's something that you guys got to think about with the psychology of this market. Now, it would be different if we were in a bear market. If we were in a bear market and you sold, hey, maybe you shouldn't be looking to buy back in. Maybe you should just be looking like, hey, I'm going to sit this one out. And when prices really dump, then I have more capital to then now rebuy with bigger amounts. Okay? But what I'm trying to tell you guys is, don't fall for these traps that the market creates. You know, the market at the end of the day loves to create emotions out of people, loves to manipulate people, especially in the leverage market, right? So I just would say, be wary, be cautious, and look to DCA in these moments, because a lot of prices are going to open up. A lot of opportunities are going to open up for people to make money, right? In this bull run. And obviously, you want to take advantage of those moments because you want to be able to make maximum gains before the ultimate bear market, right? Because we all know the bear market's coming. At some point, it's going to come. We don't know. For the most part, we all know it's going to happen in 2026. And all those people who say Bitcoin super cycle, crypto super cycle, people love to say that. But till this day, it's never happened, okay? Still never happened. We still haven't seen a super cycle. So when someone says, and the joke is, when someone says, but this time is different, that is very dangerous talk. When people say, but this time is different, no, it's not different. It's the same every time. It's just that people want to fool themselves to believe that this time is different. They want to fool themselves to feel like, oh, Bitcoin's not going to go in a bear market. We're going to continue going up. It's never going to stop going up. I mean, every single bull run has been the same. Okay, is this the one that changes? Probably not. There is better narratives this bull run. There's more money involved. But every bull run people say that. Every bull run people say, oh, but this time is different, right? This time isn't different. This time is the same as all the others, okay? So I just feel like if we were facing a bear market right now, I would obviously revert to super bearish. But for the most part, we're still in a bull run. Bull run is still, according to the patterns in history, it's going to be this year. It's going to end at some point at the end of the year. And by then, you should be almost fully out of your positions. Now, if you want to, you should be scaling out of your positions this entire year. When these coins start to moon, you should already start to scale out. That's just the way I think. And that's the way how professional traders think. You have to scale out so that by the time we're at the peak, you have maybe 10-20% of your portfolio left in there. So, it's because you have to protect your assets, guys. That is the most important thing coming into crypto. The most important thing that I learned in crypto through all the years that I've made big money, lost big money, lost money getting liquidated, made money leveraging. One thing I realized is you have to protect your money, protect your capital as much as you can. You have to, because money is already hard to get. Now, I know that in crypto, people are very spoiled, right? We like to make 10x's, 20x's, 30x's off meme coins, but you have to create a strategy to always protect your money. Because if you have $100,000, $200,000 in crypto that you made, and it's very easy to look at that number on the screen and just feel like, oh, it's internet magic money, and it's when it's not realized, it's very easy to not want to realize it because it keeps going up, right? It's a number on a screen. But I feel like just as easy as you made the 200, 300, whatever it is, a million, 2 million, is just how easy that portfolio can get wiped in one shot, right? In one flash crash candle, your portfolio can easily lose 60% of its value. And that's just something I feel like coming into this bull run, I feel like one of the biggest lessons that I have, one of the biggest pieces of advice I have to tell people is protect your capital at all costs. because more opportunities will always come in the future. Crypto is not disappearing tomorrow. Crypto is here to stay for forever at this point. So you have to learn how to protect your capital, because if you protect your capital the right way, the next time there is a massive buying opportunity, you have the capital to buy, and you have the capital now to buy more coins than you ever did before. Okay, because if you thought right now shit's at a good price, in the bear market shits are going to be so cheap, okay, it's just like Dogecoin in the bear market over here hitting 8 cents, right, in the bear market, hitting 6 cents in the bear market, even at the massive bottom of Doge hitting 5 cents in the bear market. Okay, so my thing is that anybody like Dogecoin, anybody, and let's not say the tippity top or whatever, right? But anybody last bull run who sold their Dogecoin here at 44 cents, okay, sold it at 56 cents, okay. When you take the price range, okay, when you take the price range, if someone sold their Doge at 56 cents last bull run, and let's not say they bought the exact bottom, because they're not going to buy the exact bottom, but just the mid range, which is 8 cents, you could have bought the same tokens, okay? Hold on, my fault. I forgot to turn the screen over here, okay? So if somebody sold their Doge last bull run at 56 cents, and they bought the middle of that bottom range, okay, in the bear market, they literally bought their same tokens for 85% off. 85% off, guys. 85. If you sold it at 44 cents, okay, even 44 cents, you were able to buy about 81% off. So that's what I'm trying. This is what I'm trying to get at, and this is why you have to protect your capital, because you're gonna need that capital when the next bear market comes around. Okay, because when you sell that top, you are gonna have a substantial amount of cash to build an even bigger position next bull run, not this one, but the next one. And that's why people who are professional traders, who've been trading crypto for years, keep making a substantial amount of money in the long term, because they play this game of, hey, buy down here, sell up here, rebuy down here, sell up here again, rebuy down here, and you get the picture. It's the same thing over and over, and they keep using that same money to keep growing their capital more and more and more and more. Okay, well, look, guys, thank you so much today, man, for popping up to the live stream today, man. It's been truly an honor to come over here and do the live streams for you guys. I'm gonna be back here tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna give a market update. Papa Johnny over here saying, dog, we need another meme trading sesh. Hey, I would do a meme trading sesh if the meme coins right now were doing well. Memes on Solana right now look like the hype has died down a little bit. Looks as if it's all pump, like it's all like pumps and dumps for the moment. These coins are barely surviving. There's only 2 coins today that did well. For the most part, the rest of them are doing a little bad. So I'm gonna put a pause on that for the time being. But we all know the market's gonna run rampant soon. Could be a month, 2 months from now, and we're gonna be meme coin trading the hell out of these coins, guys. So look, I appreciate everyone for showing up. God bless. And remember, January 31st is going to be the last day to mint the Genesis Pass NFT. Anybody buying this will lock in their name in my book that I'm writing. And it's going to be a thank you to everyone who supported me. And this is really a chance to lock in with my community for life. Everyone, God bless. Shout out you. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't do drugs, and stay positive.